Thesis: the scientific and mystical foundations of non-duality. Non-duality, derived from the Sanskrit Advaita, posits that all things are interconnected and that distinctions between subject and object, self and other, are ultimately illusory. While non-duality does not reject the experience of duality or its utility in daily life, it suggests that at the most fundamental level of reality, there is only one unified existence. This thesis explores both the scientific and mystical underpinnings of non-duality, demonstrating that this perspective is supported by modern physics, cosmology, and experiential accounts of oneness. A core tenet of non-duality is the idea that all things arise from and return to a singular reality. This challenges the conventional dualistic view that sees reality as composed of separate, distinct entities. Instead, non-duality proposes that perceived separations are merely interpretations created by the mind, similar to how a wave is not separate from the ocean, but an expression of it. In this sense, human beings are not discrete, independent entities, but are instead expressions of a single, boundless existence. Scientific discoveries, particularly in quantum mechanics, provide compelling support for non-duality. The wave-particle duality of quantum physics illustrates that matter and energy do not conform to rigid categories, but exist in a dynamic interplay of states. Non-locality and quantum entanglement further challenge the classical notion of separateness by demonstrating that particles can influence one another instantaneously across vast distances. Bell's theorem, confirmed through rigorous experimentation, solidifies this idea, revealing an interconnected quantum reality that transcends space and time. Cosmological insights further reinforce the concept of a unified existence. The Big Bang theory describes the universe as originating from a single, infinitely dense point, expanding into the vast cosmos we observe today. This implies a fundamental oneness at the birth of reality itself. Additionally, the holographic principle, which suggests that our three-dimensional universe may be a projection of a two-dimensional information structure, aligns with the idea that distinctions between objects in space are ultimately illusory. These findings in physics and cosmology suggest that non-duality is not merely a philosophical abstraction, but a perspective grounded in empirical science. Beyond the scientific perspective, non-duality finds validation in mystical and religious experiences reported across cultures and epochs. Individuals who have undergone deep meditation, near-death experiences, or psychedelic states often describe a profound sense of unity with all existence. These experiences frequently involve an overwhelming sense of love, interconnectedness, and a dissolution of the self-other distinction. Such reports, while subjective, are strikingly consistent across diverse backgrounds, lending credence to the notion that non-dual awareness is a fundamental aspect of human consciousness. The subjective experiences of non-duality also align with the perennial philosophy, the idea that all major religious traditions contain an underlying, universal truth about the nature of reality. Throughout history, sages, mystics, and philosophers from various traditions, including Buddhism, Hinduism, Sufism, and Christian mysticism, have described states of unity that mirror the scientific findings of interconnectedness. These experiences, when considered collectively, form a robust body of intersubjective data that supports the reality of non-duality beyond mere anecdotal evidence. In conclusion, non-duality finds support from both scientific discoveries and mystical experiences. Quantum physics, cosmology, and the holographic principle provide an empirical foundation for the idea of an interconnected reality, while the testimonies of mystics and meditators offer experiential verification. Together, these perspectives form a compelling argument for the non-dual nature of existence. As humanity continues to explore the nature of consciousness and the universe, the recognition of non-duality may offer profound implications for our understanding of reality, our relationships, and our place within the cosmos.